Hello, hello, hello. It is the DE Diva, aka the Delaware blogger, coming to you live on this midday mashup. That's right, midday mashup. I actually changed the title of the Tech Talk Tuesday to Midday Mashup. So, you know what? This is episode number one, and I have some great topics to talk about today. Give me 30 minutes or less, and we will get through this on this midday mashup. First and foremost, happy Women's History Month. And this is so very important, not only for me, but for all of us, for all the women that have been supporting me, for all the women that I have supported, whether you're a local vendor, a family, a friend, or just, a follower. Thank you so very much for supporting the DE Diva, aka the Delaware blogger. I'm wishing you all a beautifully blessed Women's History Month. So congratulate yourselves, give yourself a round of applause. You got this, girl. So get it, all right? So last week, I was talking about Anchor FM and how they have partnered with WordPress.com. Now, most of you know WordPress.com is the free platform that most bloggers use. Now, I am on WordPress.org. DellBlogger.com and DEDivaDeals.com is on WordPress.org, which is the paid platform. So I decided to check out the combination, the partnership with Anchor and WordPress.com. And it was what I assumed. If you go with the free version, you have to have the extension of WordPress.com within the name of your blog. So, but you know what the great thing about this is? If you're a new podcaster and you want to add a website as a companion to your podcast and you want to do it, with with a limited budget, then go ahead and sign up with Anchor FM and then attach a WordPress.com site to it. However, Podpage is what I use with Anchor, and I love all the bells and whistles because they match seamlessly. So again, check out Anchor FM and its new partnership with WordPress.com if you're looking to add a website to your podcast. And a lot of people don't like writing. So the great thing about this is the audio will be transcribed for you. So you don't have to rewrite your show notes. But a lot of people said, why do I need show notes? There are a lot of reasons why you need show notes. And one that's really, really important is for those that may have a impairment, a hearing impairment. They love listening to your voice. They love your podcast, but they may have difficulty hearing it. So if you're providing a way for them to read the content, it is getting you a much wider audience. So think about that. I know podcasting is simply audio, but understand that now, you're not going to get the Google juice that we talked about. You're not going to get that increase in your search engine optimization if you don't have something written. So pairing up your podcast with a website or a web page is a great way to expand and broaden your brand. And not only is it helpful for people that may have difficulty hearing, but it's also great if you're including links to other sites or you're including links to freebies, which we're going to talk about at the end. I do have a new freebie for you today. So again, show notes, turn those show notes into a blog post, turn those show notes into a freebie, turn those show notes into a book. It's a great way to increase your exposure, broaden your brand. I talk about that all the time. Broaden your brand and expand your exposure online. So that's the first thing that I really want to touch on today on the midday mashup. Why having a podcast is important, but having those show notes or a pod page or a blog post or a website is also great. Now, like I said, I have DellBlogger.com. So on DellBlogger.com, I always repurpose my podcast. So if you're following me along on Blog Your Way to a Business Profit, let me show you the link to that. That is every Wednesday at 1 p.m., where I give you blogging tips and trends that's going to help you to turn your passion of blogging into a profit. And tomorrow at 1, the topic is going to be about the 4 types of blogs. That's right. There are actually many types of blogs, but I'm going to target in on the 4: a personal blog or a lifestyle blog, the business blog, the niche blog, and the affiliate marketing blog. So stay tuned for that tomorrow at 1 o'clock on Blog Your Way to a Business Profit podcast. There's the tiny URL so that you can check it out and listen and share it with a friend. On Saturdays on Anchor FM. You know, I love Anchor. I have been with Anchor since 2017. That's the Delaware Blogger podcast. And over there, not only do I give you more podcasting pointers, but it's just a great way to hang out on Saturday morning. And there are over 200 and some odd episodes on Anchor. That's why I love it. I actually started, my podcasting career just talking into a microphone. That's how Anchor started. And that's how you should start. If you're really interested in starting a podcast, you need to just get started. Don't let anybody tell you that you need all this fancy equipment and all this hardware or software. You can literally just use your phone. That's right. Just talking into your phone. You can upload an MP3 using, you can change that Zoom recording or the free conference call recording and just upload it. Just start, because you know what? Podcasting is very, very powerful. It's a great way in which to, again, broaden your brand and expand your exposure online. And that's why coming in 2 weeks on the 14th of March, at 6 p.m., I'm going to be presenting Podcasting for Your Business and Your Brand. And I'm going to also do the same presentation. So if you miss it and you can't come on Sunday, that Friday, midday for Brand Swan, I'm going to be covering that. Because again, podcasting is such a powerful media for a business owner, especially as we're going through this still pandemic. So we're still at home. We're still, self-quarantine. We're still isolated, but we still need to connect with other people. And if you have something that you can share with others, make sure that you do it. That is the greatest way in which to leave your legacy. So talking about that, and then I'm also going to be talking about a call to action. That's going to be this Saturday on Delaware Blogger, a CTA, a call to action. Why do you need a call to action? You have to tell people what you want them to do after you finish listening to your podcast, after they finish listening to your podcast, after they've finished reading your blog post, after they've done, whatever it is. You want to give them a call to action. Tell them where you want them to go, what you want them to do. And you know what? The human brain, as humans, we've been told what to do from a birth. So having someone to tell you what to do, go someplace else, click this, it's just natural for us, especially with social media. We're always looking for that next step. So the call to action or your CTA is very important. And again, it should be part of your podcast. It should be part of your blog. It should be part of your live stream. Let people know that you're going to be live and you want them to, sign up or show up or share. So make sure that you know, or you tell them what you want them to do. So those are, the call to action. We're going to talk about that on Saturday. Now, are you a member of Clubhouse, right? Clubhouse is the latest and greatest media. People are clubbing. At first, I was hesitant. I was like, nah, I'm not going to the Clubhouse. I'm too old to be out in the clubs. Hey, I'm going to be 60 this year. I ain't got time to be hanging out in the clubs. But you know what? I was convinced in which to sign up for. But I'm Team Android. That's right. Team Android all day, every day. My husband, my sons, they're on the Apple devices. So I felt like, okay, I can't even get on Clubhouse because I don't have an iPhone. And I don't want an iPhone. No offense to you iPhone owners, but I don't want one. But I did have an iPad, and this iPad was really old, like 2005, 6, 7, and it didn't even have the capability to be updated to add the Clubhouse app. So my son, thank you, Malik, literally went out and bought me a new iPad. So I have a new iPad, Gen 8. So I was able to upload the Clubhouse app onto the iPhone. But how do you get from iOS phone, let me show you, to having Clubhouse on your iPad? Easy breezy. All you do is you have someone send you the invitation to your iOS phone, right? Because your invitation, you have to, in order to join Clubhouse, you have to get an invitation. So you get that invitation link. So I got the invitation link on my iOS phone. I copied and pasted it into the messenger on Facebook that was loaded on my iPad. So I clicked it on there and boom, there you go. It's now here on my iPad, and I can listen to and I can talk and be part of the Clubhouse using my iPad. So even though it's not on iOS, on Android yet, it's going to be there. But even if it's not, if you have an iPad, you can be on the Clubhouse. So I attended my first Clubhouse. Thank you, Iona, for the invitation last week. It was interesting to say the least. I enjoyed listening to some of the speakers. I had an opportunity to go to the stage and, say something as well. But I don't get on my iPad that much, so that I don't really know when other Clubhousers, other Clubhouse stages are there. I need to get better at that. So again, Clubhouse, if you're on Clubhouse, I'm Delaware blogger. Find me, invite me. I'll try to come to your house. Okay. So Clubhouse and iOS, iOS and Android does work together if you, just copy and paste everything over. So that's cool. Again, on the 14th of this month, it's a Sunday at 6 p.m. And then on Friday, the 19th at 1 p.m., I'm going to be presenting podcasting for your business or your brand. Again, podcasting is becoming very, very popular, and the numbers are growing exponentially. When I first started talking about podcasting, there was a certain demographic of people that were listening and creating podcasts. That is out of the ballpark. Out of the ballpark. The numbers, let me tell you something. What is it? Like 41% podcasters are of Black or brown. Bottom line, we're getting into it. We love it. We love it. Why? Because we love to talk. We love to share. We love to connect. So again, this is a great media in which to get out there, to share what you know, leave a lasting legacy for those that's coming behind you, whether you're a teacher, a preacher, a doctor, a lawyer, an accountant. You can start a show. If you're a business owner, you can start a show about your business or not. Suppose you're a business owner and you own an electronics store, but your passion is movies. And speaking of movies, are you super excited about Coming to America Part 2? I am. I loved Coming to America. I loved Eddie Murphy. I cannot wait for Coming to America Part 2. That's dropping on Friday, but I think I've got a preview invite for Thursday. So I'm really looking forward to that feel-good movie. I think, Eddie Murphy always makes us feel good. So I'm looking forward to that. But let's go back to the movies. So say you're a business owner and you own a hardware store or an electronics store, but your passion is movies. If your passion is books, your passion are television shows, there is no reason why you cannot start a podcast based on those topics. And then you know what? You can promote your products, your service, your business on your show. That's right. You can create your own advertisements and then promote that on your show. So don't let anything stop you. Don't let anybody stop you from starting a podcast or leaving a legacy with your voice. Again, Blake's booth is coming. Yes, Blake's booth is coming. Let me get this banner down here so you know, coming in April. Blake's booth to Middletown. That's right. We are coming to Middletown. It's going to be a podcasting studio. That's right. You're going to be able to go in and record your own podcast. You can also sign up for the various packages, which includes training. I am providing training, 2-hour training, 4-hour training, as well as 8-hour training. So you need to find out. And if you're in Delaware, if you're in Middletown, we're going to be right there at 108 Patriot Drive in Suite A in Middletown, Delaware. So you can start your podcast. You come in, you create your show, and you go. We can upload it. We can edit it. We can do everything that you need to have done. So stay tuned for Blake's Booth Podcasting Studio coming to Middletown, Delaware on the 8th of April. So I believe I've covered everything that I wanted to cover. And I'm not even going to use up the whole half an hour, 15 minutes. So maybe it's going to be midday mashup 10 and 15 or something like that, 10 and 20. I don't know. We'll see about that. But again, podcast audiences are growing. They're increasing in diversity. So many people are starting a podcast. It's never too late. There's only like 1.7 million podcast shows out there. That is not a lot because there's actually over 650 million blogs out there, and people are starting blogs each and every day. This Saturday on Anchor FM, I will be talking about, let me give you the link to that. I will be talking about the CTA. Hey, yeah, you need a CTA. You need to tell people what they need to do after they finish listening to you, after they finish watching you, and after they finish reading. So whatever the case may be, ensure that you have a call to action. And then tomorrow on Blog Your Way to a Business Profit, I'm talking about the 4 types of blogs: a personal blog or a lifestyle blog, a business blog, a niche blog. So if you're a cooker, if you're a foodie and you just love recipes, you can have a food blog. And then affiliate marketing. If you're looking to earn a little extra money with your blog, affiliate marketing is the way to go. So guys, thank you so very much. Here is my email. Why? Let me give you my email right now. Let me hide this. Give you my email. There it is, info@ablakeenterprises.com, because today's freebie is the printable tips to grow your show. That's right. I've got this tip sheet to help you grow your podcast. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tips. So if you want a copy, I can send you the link to this. Just send me an email at info@ablakeenterprises.com. I will send you the tips to grow your show. Remember, I also have the podcast 7-step checklist. So if you prefer to have that one instead, put that in the subject line, podcast 7-step checklist or podcast tip to grow your show. Oh, and a matter of fact, this is the first show, I'm also going to do the equipment checklist. If you want all 3, I'll send you all 3. I'll send you the link to that. So those are the freebies for today. All right. And so I'll see you again on next Tuesday at noon for the midday mashup. Make sure you share this with your family, your friends, and your followers. If you need to see me or be with me or, see my face on the place on YouTube and every place else, that is my Linktree ID, Del Blogger. So until the next time, stay smart, stay safe, and stay social, because I will see you in cyberspace. See ya. It's the DE Diva, aka the Delaware Blogger. Have a beautifully blessed day. Happy Women's History Month, and happy birthday, Dr. Seuss, the Cat in the Hat. Remember that? See ya.